Hello students, welcome back to Zoology online class. In the previous session we have completed the lesson nervous system as well as evaluation part. Hope you would have completed. Today we are going to discuss about animal hormones, lesson number 16. Let's enter into today's topic. Our first topic is human endocrine glands. First let's see what is endocrine glands. An organ that makes hormones that are released directly into the blood and travel to tissues and organs all over the body. These endocrine glands control many body functions including growth and development, metabolism and fertility. These glands are called ductless glands. Main point. These glands are called ductless glands. Their secretions are called hormones. These glands produce one secretion that is known as hormones, which are produced in very minute quantities. Then one more thing also there, that is exocrine glands. So what is exocrine glands? Exocrine glands have specific ducts to carry their secretions. They have ducts. Example, salivary glands, mammary glands and sweat glands. The salivary gland produce saliva, mammary glands produce milk, sweat glands produce sweat. So they have specific duct to carry their secretions. There are 7 endocrine glands are present in our body. So how many endocrine glands are present in our body? 7 endocrine glands. They are pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal gland, gonads and thymus gland. So let's see the glands one by one. Structure and function of pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is located at the base of the midbrain, attached to the hypothalamus by a pituitary stalk. So it is located at the base of the midbrain and attached to the hypothalamus by the pituitary stalk. That pituitary stalk is known as infundibulum. The stalk is known as infundibulum. Yes, so it has 2 lobes, that is the anterior lobe and the posterior lobes. Anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. Yes, then the anterior lobe is known as adenohypophysis and the posterior lobe is known as neurohypophysis. What's the name of the anterior lobe? The anterior lobe is known as adenohypophysis and the posterior lobe is neurohypophysis. Then the shape is P-shaped. What's the shape of the pituitary gland? P-shaped. Yes. Then it is the diameter is 1.3 centimeter in diameter and weight is 0.5 gram. 0.5 gram weight and 1.3 centimeter diameter. Understood? Yes. Then the pituitary gland forms the major endocrine gland in most vertebrates. Then it regulates and controls other endocrine gland and it is known as master gland. Yes, pituitary gland is known as master gland. Why it is known as master gland? It regulates and controls other endocrine glands. This pituitary gland regulates and controls other endocrine glands, so it is known as master gland. Now see this diagram. 2 lobes, anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Anterior lobe and the posterior lobe. Anterior lobe is adenohypophysis and posterior lobe is neurohypophysis. Now some of the hormones produced from this anterior pituitary and some of the hormones produced from the posterior pituitary. Yes, so what are the hormones secreted in this adenohypophysis? That is growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotrophic hormone, gonadotrophic hormone and prolactin. One by one we can see later. So these are the hormones secreted by anterior pituitary or anterior lobe, and other hormones, that is vasopressin and oxytocin, that is secreted from this posterior pituitary. Let's see the functions of anterior pituitary. So first hormone, that is a growth hormone, human growth hormone. Functions: growth of body cells, protein synthesis, hydrolysis of fats, retardation of usage of blood glucose for ATP production. Human growth hormone. Yes, the function: growth of body cells, it promotes the development and enlargement of all tissues of the body, stimulates the growth muscles, cartilage and long bones. It controls the cell metabolism. The improper secretion of this hormone leads to some of the diseases. Second one, thyroid stimulating hormone. TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. The secretion of thyroid hormones. It induces the secretion of thyroid hormones. Induce the secretion of thyroid hormones. TSH. Understand? Then third hormone, that is known as adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH. Adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH. It stimulates adrenal cortex of the adrenal gland for the production of its hormones. Secretion of adrenal cortex hormones. It also influences protein synthesis in the adrenal cortex. Yes, influences protein synthesis in the adrenal cortex and induce the adrenal cortex hormones. Then next one, that is melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH. Melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH. Cutaneous pigmentation in skin. It induces the cutaneous pigmentation in skin. So this is not given in your textbook. Anyway, just you have to learn this also. Cutaneous pigmentation in skin. The next one is prolactin. So this prolactin, it is also called lactogenic hormone. Prolactin or lactogenic hormone. This hormone initiates development of mammary glands during pregnancy and stimulates the production of milk after childbirth. So milk production and participation in reproduction, then osmoregulation and metabolism. Yes, it induces the mammary gland. So TSH, ACTH, everything over. Then sixth one is follicle stimulating hormone or FSH. Follicle stimulating hormone or FSH. Spermatogenesis in male and growth of ovarian follicles in female. In male, it stimulates the germinal epithelium of testis for formation of sperms. It induces the testis for the production of sperms. In female, it initiates the growth of ovarian follicles and its development in ovary. Induce the ovary as well as testis. That is the follicle stimulating hormone. Then seventh one, interstitial cell stimulating hormone ICSH. Secretion of testosterone in males. Secretion of testosterone in males. Induce the secretion of testosterone in male. ICSH, that hormone. Then next one, that is luteinizing hormone or LH. Luteinizing hormone or LH. This one triggers ovulation and converts ovarian follicles into corpus luteum. In male, it promotes the Leydig cells of the testis to secrete male sex hormone testosterone. In female, it causes ovulation, responsible for the development of corpus luteum and the production of female sex hormone estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone in female. Clear? Then functions of posterior pituitary. So here two hormones, oxytocin and ADH. Functions of posterior pituitary. So two hormones it secretes, oxytocin and vasopressin or ADH. One by one we can see. Oxytocin, first one. Functions: contraction of uterine muscles and initiation of ejection of milk. Contraction of uterine muscles and initiation of ejection of milk. So it helps in the contraction of smooth muscles of uterus at the time of childbirth. At the time of childbirth, and milk ejection from the mammary gland after childbirth. So at the time of childbirth only it induces. Yes. Now second one, antidiuretic hormone or vasopressin, ADH. So this one, reabsorption of water and reduction of urine secretion, constriction of blood vessels, that is in kidney tubules, it increases reabsorption of water. It increases the reabsorption of water. Then it reduces loss of water through urine, and hence the name antidiuretic hormone. So why it is known as antidiuretic hormone? It reduces loss of water through urine. So it is known as what? Antidiuretic hormone. Then this deficiency of aldehydes reduces reabsorption of water and causes an increase in urine output. So the disease, that is polyuria, that condition is known as polyuria. This deficiency disorder is called diabetes insipidus. The disease is known as diabetes insipidus. How it occurs? Deficiency of aldehydes. Because of the deficiency of aldehydes, it reduces the reabsorption of water and causes an increase in urine output. That disorder is known as diabetes insipidus. Now we are going to discuss about thyroid gland. So this thyroid gland, where it is located? Thyroid gland is located in our neck region. In our neck region, this thyroid gland is located. It is composed of 2 lobes. So how many lobes are present in the thyroid gland? 2 lobes. These are the 2 lobes, the first lobe and second lobe. So right lobe and left lobe. 2 lobes are present. Yes, the thyroid gland is composed of 2 distinct lobes lying one on either side of the trachea. So either side of the trachea only these lobes are located. The 2 lobes are connected by a narrow band of tissue known as isthmus. So these are the 2 lobes. These 2 lobes are connected by the narrow band of tissue. This tissue is known as isthmus. The narrow band of tissue is known as isthmus. This gland is composed of glandular follicles and lined by cuboidal epithelium. So this thyroid gland is composed of which follicles? Glandular follicles and lined by cuboidal epithelium. The follicles are filled with colloid material called thyroglobulin. The follicles are filled with which material? Colloid material, that is known as thyroglobulin. So the follicles are filled with colloid material known as thyroglobulin. Now, an amino acid, that is tyrosine and iodine. 2 amino acids, they are tyrosine and iodine. These 2 amino acids are involved in the formation of thyroid hormone. So what are the 2 amino acids involved in the formation of thyroid hormone? Tyrosine and iodine. So these are these 2 are amino acids. They are involved in the formation of thyroid hormone. So the next one, the hormone secreted by the thyroid gland are. So which hormone is secreted by the thyroid gland? They are 2 hormones, triiodothyronin, that is T3, triiodothyronin, and tetraiodothyronin or thyroxine, that is T4. So 2 hormones, they are triiodothyronin, that is T3, and tetraiodothyronin or thyroxine, that is T4. So these are the 2 hormones are secreted by thyroid gland. Now let's see the functions of thyroid gland. Functions of thyroid hormones. So first function is production of energy by maintaining the basal metabolic rate of the body. Production of energy by maintaining the basal metabolic rate of the body, BMR. What is meant by BMR? The rate at which the body uses energy while at rest to maintain vital functions such as breathing and keeping warm. So what is BMR? The rate at which the body uses energy while at rest to maintain vital functions such as breathing and keeping warm. Second one, helps to maintain normal body temperature. Normal body temperature. So this hormone maintain the normal body temperature of the particular person. Then influences the activity of central nervous system. It influences the activity of central nervous system. Controls growth of the body and bone formation. Growth of the body and bone formation. Then essential for normal physical, mental and personality development. So this hormone is essential for the normal physical, mental and personality development. So it is known as personality hormone. Because of that it is known as personality hormone. Why the hormone is known as personality hormone? It is essential for normal physical, mental and personality development. So it is known as personality hormone. So one question also given at the back, that is book back evaluation, Roman number 7, 9th question. Why are thyroid hormones referred as personality hormone? Now note it down. So the answer is, it is essential for normal physical, mental and personality development. So it is known as personality hormone. Then last one is regulates cell metabolism. So these are the functions of thyroid hormones. Write down the question. Write the functions of thyroid hormones. So these all the functions have to learn. Thyroid dysfunction. What's the meaning of dysfunction? Thyroid gland is not functioning properly. So that is known as dysfunction. Okay, thyroid gland is not functioning properly. That means sometimes it may secrete excess amount of hormones or it may secrete less amount of hormones. That condition is known as thyroid dysfunction. Okay, it secretes excess amount of hormones or less amount of hormones. That is known as thyroid dysfunction. So here also two types of dysfunctions are there. One is hypothyroidism and another one is hyperthyroidism. Hypo meaning less amount. Okay, less secretion of hormones. Hyper meaning excess secretion. Okay, first let's see hypothyroidism. So it is due to the decreased secretion of thyroid hormone. When the thyroid hormone is secreted, if the thyroid hormone is secreted by the thyroid gland, is it? So the amount is very less or decreased secretion. That condition is known as what? Hypothyroidism. So here also some problems also there. That is, first condition is known as goiter. See in this diagram, this lady is suffering from goiter disease. So here in the neck region fully swollen. Is it? So it is caused due to the inadequate supply of iodine in our diet. So when we are eating food, we have to eat proper amount of iodine content. Is it? Iodine rich food only have to eat. So when the iodine content is less, this condition may arise. So that we have to eat the iodine rich food, that is fishes, seaweed, dairy products, grains and cereals. That food items we have to eat. So maximum this problem or this disease cannot arise. It leads to the enlargement of thyroid gland, which protrudes as marked swelling in the neck, and it is called as goiter. So here thyroid gland swollen. Because of that swollen, here the neck protrudes outside. Is it? The gland protrudes outside. So this condition is known as what? Goiter. So this is the first disease, that is goiter. Second one is cretinism. This is a cretinism. Yes, this disease is known as cretinism. So it is caused due to the decreased secretion of thyroid hormone. So it is also caused due to the less secretion of thyroid hormone. Is it? It affects only in children. This cretinism affects children. The condition of stunted growth. The proper growth is not there, and mental defect. Mentally they are retarded. The lack of skeletal development and deformed bones. The bones and all not developed properly. So this condition is known as cretinism. So these children or these babies are known as cretins. Yes, they are called as cretins. This condition is known as cretinism. Then third disease is known as myxedema. Myxedema, that is a third disease. It is also caused the deficiency of thyroid hormones in adults. So maximum adult person only may get the myxedema. They are mentally sluggish. Mental development is not proper. Then increase in body weight, puffiness of the face and hand, and oedematous appearance, that is a swollen appearance. So it affects only the adult person. So these three diseases are because of the decreased secretion of thyroid hormone. The next one is hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism meaning it is caused due to the excess secretion of thyroid hormones. Is it? So this condition, this disease is known as Graves' disease. This is a Graves' disease. So this Graves' disease, another name is exophthalmia. The symptoms are protrusion of the eyeballs. The eyeballs are protruded. The eyeballs protrudes outside. So this is exophthalmia. Then increased metabolic rate. Metabolic rate also increased. Body temperature is very high. Then profuse sweating, often sweating. Then loss of body weight and nervousness. These are the symptoms of Graves' disease. Have you all understood? Now see in this picture, cretinism. So pale color, then puffy face, then pot-bellied stomach and protruding umbilicus. Is it? So these are the symptoms of cretinism. This baby also affected by cretinism. Then this one, that is a goiter. Then this is Graves' disease. Now let's see parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. The parathyroid glands are 4 small oval bodies that are situated on the posterior surface of the thyroid lobes. So this is thyroid lobes, the right lobes and the left lobe. Is it? So here inside of the thyroid gland, the oval bodies are present. This one, here and here. So these are known as parathyroid gland. Is it? The 4 small oval bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the small oval bodies. That oval bodies are known as parathyroid gland. This parathyroid gland secrete one hormone that is known as parathormone. Yes, so parathyroid gland secrete a hormone that is known as parathormone. Now functions of parathormone. This parathormone regulates calcium and phosphorus metabolism in the body. So this parathormone regulates calcium metabolism and phosphorus metabolism in the body. As well as this parathormone act on bone, kidney and intestine to maintain blood calcium level. It act on bone, kidney and intestine for what? To maintain blood calcium levels. Yes. Now next one is dysfunction. When the parathormone level is decreased, what are the problem may arise? So first one, muscle spasm known as tetany. Muscle spasm, that is known as tetany. That means contraction of muscles in face, muscle contraction in the face, larynx, hands and feet. Okay, contraction of muscles. That is the tetany. Second one, painful cramps of the lymph muscles. Painful cramps. Cramps already you know. So in the lymph muscles, painful cramps are present. So these are the 2 dysfunctions of what? This less secretion of the parathormone. Have you got it? Okay. So next we can see thymus gland. Thymus gland. Another gland, that is a thymus gland. So this gland is partly an endocrine gland and partly an lymphoid gland. Partly it is a lymphoid gland and partly it is an endocrine gland. It is located in the upper part of the chest covering the lower of the trachea. So where it is located? In the upper part of the chest region. Upper part of the chest region only this thymus gland is located. See here the cross section: capsule, cortex, thymic corpuscle, medulla. So these are the parts are present. Yes. Then lower part, vein, artery, lymph duct. Here also 2 lobes, right lobe and the left lobe. 2 lobes also present in the thymus gland. Okay, so this gland secrete one hormone. That hormone is thymosin. Okay, the thymosin is the hormone secreted by thymus gland. Then now we can see functions of thymosin. So first one is it has a stimulatory effect on the immune function. So this thymosin stimulate the immune system. Yes, thymosin stimulate the immune system. That is the first one, immune function. Second one, it stimulates the production and differentiation of lymphocytes. Stimulates the production and differentiation of lymphocytes. These are the 2 functions of thymosin. Evaluation. First question, write any 4 functions of thyroid hormone. Write any 4 functions of thyroid hormone. Number 2. Why are thyroid hormones referred as personality hormone? Why are thyroid hormones referred as personality hormone? Number 3. Name the hormone secreted by anterior lobe of the pituitary and its functions. Name the hormone secreted by anterior lobe of the pituitary and its functions. Number 4. Name the hormone secreted by posterior lobe of the pituitary and its functions. Name the hormones secreted by posterior lobe of the pituitary and its functions. Learn these answers and write it in your notebook.